It tastes good. Michigan is ass today.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Penn State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball in every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Golden. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Exactly.
The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, they're pretty helpful. If you don't have cheese defensive tackles, you just can't stop the run. So it's just the name of the game.
When he starts moving around. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Trying play action. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target over the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Nice Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. It'll be 3rd and long.
What are they doing to you?
From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Plenty of room on that.
Never know.
Find their way to the 36. The Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They feed him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Damatova. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets it out without taking any punishment. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Right back to the well. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
No
Wants
shot.
to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Under fire. Working
All right, Fig.
side now. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space.
Sounds like the kids got complacent and have to light a fire under their ass.
Second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Break it on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He'll take a shot.
Oh,
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's a hit. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's moving out of the pocket. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Defense in press coverage. Oh, they're after him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th
That's what you call grit.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
Real
We'll
grit
take a break
and
to check him out.
determination.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had
What the Milton
explosive
Hershey.
play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now rolling to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line?
He tainting the locker room.
Getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And Silverados
And
instead
down
of
on the play as
Hellcats.
The officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Line out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Penn State! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give out of the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's low. They convert on 3rd down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
Range quit.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Sounds like every year for Ohio State.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Nittany.
Care too much about individual awards. It's bad culture.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding strikes.
That just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Corners are walked up tight.
Interesting.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using the quick game. And they'll spot it at
Should
the
say so.
And that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won.
Oh, bruised ribs. Stop bitching, man.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points.
It only really does if you're playing man.
Hard running there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Yeah.
Unloads quickly.
Really, the only time that ever happens against me is when I play Ohio State.
But not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone.
That's why you have so many bruised ribs. We teach our guys to give rib shots when they jump.
Touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Damn. It's kind of like you're playing yourself.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You feel pressure in a clean pocket.
Offensive key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense is
Must be a new ability.
Like, it is hard to put
Tells you where the pockets pressure is going to come from.
They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
I don't really have that this year.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, but D tackles don't really, not as consistent as a cheese defensive end.
Continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to